Hey, what's going on, everybody? And welcome back to Den Transmissions, Episode 7. Let me play the intro for you guys real quick. Ooh, I did my gaming intro there for a second. What's going on, Charlie? What's going on, Percy? I see you guys popping in the chat, saying what's up. Appreciate you guys showing your support and hanging out with me. So today, what I thought would be fun doing is we're gonna do. This is a tabletop miniature. You can kind of see it here. I know it's a little. Let me see if I can. You have to excuse me while I zoom in and out on everything. So we got the tabletop miniature. This is from Galactic Armory, and it's not obviously a tabletop miniature, right? Because it's like as big as my hand. It's probably about, I think it's like 5 inches. I don't know if I have my, doesn't look like I have my measuring tape on my desk. Usually I have a measuring tape, but we're going to paint him today, and we're going to do Commander Colt, which, if you don't know, he gets killed by Ventress in the Clone Wars. My buddy Percy, who's in the chat right now, does a really cool Captain Colt ARC Trooper video, so definitely go check that out when you get the chance. But yeah, I wanted to print this off. Also, you guys can get 5% off, or sorry, 10% off if you use code PMP's Den. It's down below when you buy anything from Galactic Armory, because I am affiliated with him. So we got a little bit of a problem. I'm hoping it's not going to be too crazy. So I accidentally oversprayed this a little bit. I tried to put a primer on it, and then my mistake was after the primer, I tried to put like a base of like white on it, and it's kind of like, I can show you, it's kind of globbing a little bit here, which you can see on his helmet. I'm going to clean up that. We're going to kind of start with that in the first part of it. But yeah, we're going to sit here and kind of do like almost like a Bob Ross style of painting. I'm going to throw on some Closed by Sunday. If you guys haven't checked him out, definitely go check him out. And yeah, we'll just like kick back and hang out and have a good time. I'll be talking with you guys in chat. I got my phone right here. Actually, I'm going to pull that up so I can see what everybody's saying, and you guys can see it on the chat. And we're gonna get into it. I want to try something. That's the thing with PMP's or Den Transmissions. I always want to say PMP because it's PMP's Den of Antiquities. But I want to try something new every week. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of get started, and really actually let me start the music for you guys, and then let me know how the music is compared to like my voice and stuff like that. I kind of want it to be a little lower, just kind of background stuff. So if it's good for you guys, or you guys can barely hear it, let me know and we'll get started. But I'm gonna clean him up just a little bit before we get started, because I don't want these like globs while I'm painting. So I'm going to try to clean it up on this side of the helmet real quick, and then we'll get started. We probably won't finish this tonight because I try to keep the Den Transmission ones to about an hour to an hour and a half, and like this is my first time printing a figure like this. So I paint stuff for my business all the time, but never like this scale of like figure. But if you guys like these videos, we'll definitely do more. I might not do this one for like a Den Transmissions, but I can always go live and just hang out and chit chat with you guys while I paint. But yeah, I wanna get in here real quick and lightly sand this helmet, because I don't want to paint on top of these globs, because like the helmet's like the main piece. Hopefully I'm going to try to see. My light's over here, so it's kind of obstructing. Make sure it's not blurry for you guys. See what you guys are saying in the chat. I feel like I'm about to watch a Da Vinci paint a masterpiece. Oh, dude, I am nowhere close to that. I am nowhere close to that, my friend. I fully intend for this to look like absolute like shit once I'm done with it, because like I said, I've never painted one of these figures before, and painting isn't really my strong suit. I'm more of like a 3D modeler and things of that nature, so printing it, no problem. The only really thing that happened was on his pauldron. On his pauldron here, let me zoom into it. Oh, it doesn't like it being that close. On his pauldron, you can see here there's a little, oh sorry, here there's a little bit of layer shifting. But besides that, everything else came out great, you know. Now I try not to shift back and forth anymore, just because I want this to be clear and I don't want to have to keep on fidgeting with the camera. Hopefully that's not too blurry for you guys and you can see it. Let me know in the chat, and then also let me know how the music is too. If the music's too quiet or if it's too loud. I kind of want it to just to be background stuff, so it doesn't take away from like my voice or anything like that, but it's not super quiet either. Yeah, I knew I shouldn't have sprayed it again. I was like, oh, you know, I'll spray it with a white base coat so I don't have to paint everything white. And that white kind of messed everything up, so just lightly doing this before we start. If you see me, I don't know if you can see me peeking. No, you can't. I'll be like, hello there. You can see, hey, what's going on, guys? You can kind of see me. But yeah, so I, what I did for this figure is I do 3D printing, and this is resin printed. So it's not PLA or anything like that. It's actually like resin, like they make a lot of the tabletop figures with. And then I just upscaled him. But yeah, the music is good. Nice. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, sometimes I'll be talking a lot. Sometimes I'll be talking very little. We're going for that Bob Ross aesthetic, you know what I mean? Just happy little accents. That's all you need. But yeah, I want to peel the side of the helmet just because it does looks like garbage right now compared to everything else. I also got a heat gun here that I might hit it with. I wanted to jump right into painting once we started, but you know, sometimes it doesn't work out that way. Sometimes you misstep. Like I didn't mean to. I'm still working with, like, spray paints are so hard, and I kind of want to phase out of that and not use them anymore. My buddy Nick, CGS Props, which might be in here in a little while, sometimes he pops in and out, he switched to automotive paint, like how they paint cars, and he was doing a painting a cosplay for my buddy JT, and it came out phenomenal. So I'm like, you know what, maybe I'll try that. Maybe I'll try to do that instead of... Because spray cans are just so unpredictable. Sometimes, like, the different flows just don't... Like, sometimes it can be, like, really light, and then sometimes it can be, like, really heavy, and I'm just not a fan of it. They're coming out with spray paint now, though, that you can, like, change the dial on it, but I haven't really experimented with it at all. All that much, I should say. I've done it a little bit, but nothing too crazy. Yeah, I'm hoping I gave it enough time to dry, too, because I sprayed it about 30 minutes, like an hour ago, somewhere up in there. I'm hoping I gave it enough time to dry. It's clearing a lot of this stuff pretty nicely. Might actually have to go get my my air gun so I can blow out all these little chibi things, little chibi sand pieces. Just cleaning them up. Yeah, because this side looks great. It's just this side you can kind of see what I'm working on. I know it's kind of hard to see right now. It just probably looks plain on y'all's screen, but it's a little gummy. Ooh, we got the Republic Commandos theme. It's like VOD something, VOD NAS. What is it? I forget what it's called. Another underrated game, Star Wars game. It still holds up to this day, man. The mechanics are so fun. That's a game I wish they would, one, remaster it, but also make a new one, man. Like, you don't have to change the mechanics. Maybe just, like, update them to, like, modern times, but, like, the mechanics are great. Just update the graphics and you got an instant win on your hand. Now that might not appeal to like mass amounts of audiences, and maybe that's why they're not doing it, but Because I know not everybody is interested in a Republic Commando game, but man, it'd be sick. Or honestly, I kind of wish that's what Bad Batch was. I feel like Bad Batch would have been a really good video game because each one of them have like different skills and they're like enhanced. Like that would have been a cool, instead of a show, cool video game. Alright, I'm almost done with this and then we'll get moving on it. I just really want to make sure I get all these little greeblies out of here. Hello there. Hey, what's going on, Sarah? Just painting this helmet up a little bit before I move into, or sorry, sanding this helmet up a little bit before I move into painting it. Because what are words, right? What are words? Yeah, I was trying to have all this done. That's why I moved DIN transmissions to today, because it needed an extra day for this to print. And I probably should have planned it like a little bit further out than like, usually I plan the DIN transmissions episodes like typically like a day or two before they go live. But with this one, I should have probably made this one next week's DIN transmissions, just so I could have it all going. But we're here now. We're vibing, so I'm all good. I'm actually gonna go get my air gun real quick, so I will be back in a second, my friends. Alright, I am back. I'm actually going to mute this real quick too, so you guys don't hear the air blowing. Oh yeah, Sarah, I saw you posted a video today. I need to actually go check that out. I'm a little bit behind. We were killing some zombies earlier today in Left 4 Dead, so that took up my good chunk of my day. But other than like spraying this guy, I feel like it was shooting zombies and spraying this guy to get him all prepped. But yes, I will go check out your video once it's done. Yeah, guys, definitely go check out. You can see Sarah, Charlie, Percy, all in the chat. They all do their own YouTube stuff. Definitely go show them some love and go sub to them, because they got some awesome stuff. But yeah, I'm just sorry. I'm realizing I'm not showing you guys what I'm doing. Let me scoot up just a little bit. I gotta remember, I get into this art and start working and doing it, and I gotta remember that you guys have to see it too. I can't like pull it to myself, you know, so. But yeah, we're getting close. We're getting close. Probably just start with painting him white, to be honest with you. He's gonna have a little bit of damage everywhere. Man, I cannot get this. There we go. Any of these smudges I'm trying to get going. But yeah, I definitely want to do more of these in the future, like more statues, more tabletop. I thought I would give myself a little bit of an edge. Ooh, I like this one. Do it. It's the Emperor Palpatine theme. But yeah, I give myself a little bit more of an edge than trying to paint this tiny figure. But yeah, Galactic Armory has a whole bunch of them. He has some Helldivers ones. He has some Halo ones. He's got ARC troopers, regular troopers, commandos, some droid units, some commando droid units, which is cool. So definitely, if you're interested in that, use code PMPsDen at checkout for 10% off your order. Alright, I'm thinking this is about as much as I want to peel away. I knew I sprayed it that last time, and I was like, I don't know if I should spray this, and I was like, screw it, I'll spray it, and instantly regretted it. But yeah, so we got the, get some paints going. Make sure to shake your paints. Looks good so far. Well, I appreciate it, man. I haven't really done much to it other than print it and prime it, so the fact that it's already looking good is awesome. How's the screen looks clear on my end? Is it looking really clear to you guys, or is it fuzzy? I'm trying to see. So I try not to mess with my camera lens when I'm recording and stuff like that, because it's not great to have to like refocus it back in, because I don't have like the autofocus setting. This is like an older camera, but yeah, like I said, we'll probably get the base on today, and then I can always do these more in other streams. I might make this one like almost like a, since it's got some like nicks and scrapes on it, I might make this one like more of like a battle damaged Colt. But no, I really like these like little tabletop figures because it reminds me of when the Revenge of the Sith. I also might, let me turn down the, because I don't even know if you guys can see that because of how bright it is. But there we go. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. When the Revenge of the Sith came out, they came out with like little miniature, like they were basically tabletop figures almost, you know. I should have brought one. I have them. They're probably packed away though, honestly, now I'm thinking about it. But they're so cool. I have some that are the 212th, which was Kenobi's squadron, and then I have some that were the Coruscant Guard. And they have like little stands just like this where they're like stepping on something and like doing an action pose. So we're gonna lay down some, I think I'm just gonna put white over everything on him and then go in with some coloring. But yeah, that was a lot of, I didn't watch a whole bunch of videos on it, but a lot of the videos recommend like laying down the base coats and then like going in and adding like highlights and things like that after you're done. Maybe like hit them with like a black wash too, give them that like battle damaged kind of effect. You guys are popping off in the chat. Let me see what you guys are saying. No worries, Max. I was busy with stuff today too, so I get you. Yeah, I'll definitely watch it tonight once I'm done with this live. I try to keep up with everything. Are you gonna paint that later? Looks super cool. Yeah, actually, I'm painting it right now. As you can probably already tell, because you probably put that message in there before I started painting. But yeah, I think I'm gonna lay down all the base coats and really just got a little glip glop on it. Do that, and then if you guys like these sort of videos, I'll start maybe not doing them from DIN transmissions, because like I said, I like doing each DIN transmission being like a little bit different, or at least at the bare minimum not having like the same ones like back to back to back to back, you know. So like next week I don't want to do another painting one, but I can also just do lives where I go live and hang out and we listen to some Star Wars lo-fi and just kind of Bob Ross in it, man. But yeah, if I get really into this, I kind of want to, like, I'm just using like the ones you find out like Michaels or like not Goodwill, Michaels or Hobby Lobby. That's the one I was thinking about. You can get them at Walmart and stuff like that too, which like aren't really recommended for painting these because these are like cheaper paints, they clump and stuff like that. But you know, I was like, you know what, this is pretty low bar to entry. I'm just starting off. I kind of want to get my feet, like dipping my toes into the water with like actually painting stuff and making it look good. So we're we're gonna this is what we're gonna do. Really just getting into all the cracks and crevices right now and trying not to make it be like super streaky. That's the only really thing I'm worried about, is like it just like streaking like really bad, which from my experience, if you do have bad streaking, you can always like seal it, and the seal kind of helps with that streakiness because it kind of fills in those gaps, but I want to try to mitigate those as much as possible. But yeah, we're doing a Commander Cult because you guys unknowingly voted on my community tab because I put up 2 armor sets, and I was either going to do the Imbaran, I think that's how you say it, the Imbaran Trooper. That's like it's kind of like a yellowish orange, and doing a Commander. I keep saying Captain. Commander Cult from the Clone Wars episode where Ventress tries to break in and steal the genetic like makeup of the clones, and she like stabs him through, I think it's the back. I want to say she stabs him through the back and then like kisses him because that's like her like freaking Mortal Kombat like finisher move. So, but yeah, this is good. I like this. This is more like, I guess, low key, you know, as far as like streaming goes and stuff like that. I can just kind of sit back. We can listen to. Luckily, closed on Sunday is like awesome and lets you listen to his stuff like on your streams and lives and stuff like that. So go spread the love if you haven't. I'm sure most of you guys have heard of him because he's a pretty popular, especially with Star Wars, but he does a lot of anime stuff too. And yeah, so go spread the love, because without him you'd just be listening to silence, the sounds of silence, or me yakking, I should say. But yeah, I'm just closed on Sunday is goated. Yeah, he's 100% goated. Yeah, it was cool. I remember you messaging me saying like he needed to do like Demon Slayer stuff, and he was like, got it, and like freaking like whipped it out, man. Just knocked out the Demon Slayer vibes. So hey, mad respect, man. Alright. Yeah, some access paint I didn't see over here. Yeah, he's super cool. I was freaking out that he actually took my request. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's like super crucial nowadays too. It's like, especially if you're doing stuff like that, like listening to your audience is like just gonna really build up your following and stuff like that. And I'm sure for him, he's been doing music for so long, he can just like crank it out like nobody's business, just like instantly. So it was probably a win-win for him. He was like, "Oh, cool! I get to like do something cool for so one of my followers, and also get new music." You know, I think that's smart though. A lot of people don't do that, where they like Samuel Kim's one of them. I love Samuel Kim's stuff, but like you can't use any of the stuff he makes for like anything. Which like, hey, like you're totally entitled to do that. It's yours, you made it, even if it is like a remix of like a Star Wars song or something like that. You're the one like taking the time and effort, so you have the right to do whatever you want to with it. But it does make it cooler when you can like actually like do stuff in the community and just be like closed on Sundays. It's like, yeah, here, take it, do your thing with it, you know. No, obviously I don't think you can put it in like a fan film or something like that, but when it comes to like this or like putting it in your videos, like there's so many Star Wars YouTubers that use him, and I think that's smart on his end from like a getting your name out there standpoint, because they're gonna be like, who's doing all these badass freaking lo-fi beats? You can be like, oh, it's closed by Sunday. You can like use them in your video and stuff. So also, too, if you guys don't mind and you haven't done it yet, make sure to smizash that like button. Trying to get we're trying to hit 1,000 subarinos before December, or before the end of December, I should say, not before December. But we're sitting at, I think, 812, I believe, was the last time I checked. So yeah, if you guys could go show me some love, that would be deeply appreciated. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your sister, tell your grandma, tell your grandpa. They love Star Wars. Get them on in here. Yeah, this might go horribly wrong, like I said, because I have never painted a minifigure before. I'm trying not to make... It's okay if it's streaky, like right now. I mean, I'm trying not to make it streaky, obviously. But if it's a little bit, it's not the end of the world, because I'm going to go over it with more coats. Like, I'm just trying to kind of get a base coat going on right now. But, yeah, right now it's not looking too terribly awful. Let's see what you guys are saying. He promised me he was going to make a Jedi Survivor song that I requested a while back. Ooh, that would be cool. Yeah, I know. I think he did some sort of, like, I don't know if it was Survivor or Fallen Order, but didn't he do some sort of like Kestis lo-fi? Or did I just like fever dream that? I want to say I saw him make something. Bye. Maple says hello. She goes, "Arf, arf, arf." Yeah, she's been so much more chill, though, now that we've moved. I think there's less, because there's less, like, dogs and things like that, you know, so... She's not as, high-strung. Yeah, he's done 2 from Fallen Order. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's sick. Hello there, pup. Yeah, she always got to get her spotlight in. She always wants the attention. I kind of tip him over just a little bit, but yeah, eventually I'd like to get, because like I do a lot of modeling and stuff like that, I'd like to get to where I could like do these like on my own, like not have to use like anybody else's like models or anything like that. Sometimes it is easier though, like sometimes I'm a very like do it myself person. I'm like, I don't want to like buy that or anything like that, because like I could just make that at home. But I don't know, I do that a lot, and I'm just like, sometimes maybe I just need to like buy a file and like I can work on it and still make it my own and do my own thing. Like I don't need to make everything, right? Like from start to finish. It's already a lot of work, like sitting here and like painting this guy or making a prop or doing something like that. Like I'm just trying to have balance with it, I guess, you know, not like abuse. Not that there's anything wrong with that too, like especially if you don't have to. I feel weird doing stuff like that because like I know how to model, but yeah, I couldn't pass this one up. I think this one was actually free on his shop at one point. I think that was when he was like dropping a whole bunch of them, so I lucked out and got this one for free. But he's got a whole bunch of different poses and different regiments and stuff like that. Like these are obviously like the ARC troopers, right? But he's got like standard clones and commandos and all that fun stuff. I tell you what I'm not looking forward to. So Commander Colt has on his like little back skirt, he's got like stripes that go across it, and I'm not super excited about trying to paint those. I don't even know if we'll get to that tonight, because this is taking a hot minute. Like, yeah, we're already like 30 minutes in and I haven't even painted like the base coat yet. So probably stay on here for like an hour or two and hang out with you guys and just chit chat. I appreciate everybody in the chat chit chatting and hanging out. I got about 60 of you guys in here right now, so also shout out to my, I don't know if you guys saw this, but my Clone Wars tray. I found this at Goodwill for like $3 and I was like, you're coming home with me. That, you guys know that meme? It's like, you're coming home with me. That's exactly how I was. I was like, I am 5 years old. I need this in my life, so gotta eat my dino nuggies off of something, you know. I'm just writing some character names so I be chillin'. Hey, let's go. Well, that's one thing I like about these streams is you can kind of like just put them on in the background and you can like listen to me talk if you guys like the sound of my voice, or if you don't like the sound of my voice, that's why we got the music in the background, so it can kind of drown me out if you're like, this guy stinks. What is this one? I don't know. I don't think I've heard this one. Oh, it's Sabine's theme. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've heard this one. Let's paint this. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I forgot to. I know it's kind of hard to. I don't even know if you can see it. Nah, you probably can't. Well, there's a hole on the bottom that I forgot to fill, but there's one like. You can't really see it, but there's one like in his crotch area. I forgot to fill. You put typically what I do is I'll put like holes in the model so the resin can like drain out of, because these aren't 100% solid and they're not 100% hollow, so like it's hard to see. But I had one like here. You can see like the little hole indentation like right here. I ran out of time and I was like, you know what? That kind of looks like it's supposed to be a little dot on his backpack, so. But that's where all like the resin comes out. You like put it in water and wash them off. For those who don't really know the resin process. Chicky nuggies, yeah, dude. Chicky nuggies are great. They're a little too great. Had to put myself on like a hold because I've been like, oh, I'll just go to McDonald's and get some nuggets. They make it too damn easy, man. That's why everybody's overweight in this freaking world. You can go get a 10-piece nugget for like $7. Sometimes when you're tight on time, man, it's the easiest option. Easiest but worst option, I'll say that. But yeah, McDonald's nuggies all the way. I'm a McDonald's boy. I've always grown up. Just had spaghetti for dinner. Damn, that sounds good. I do like that spagooter. Trying to get some of these spots that I put way too much. Yeah, that was one of the big things. Like, I'm noticing I'm doing it right now. They're like, yeah, all beginner painters, like, they put way too much paint on their paintbrushes. I'm like, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I got way too much paint on this thing. Trying to just fill out some of these areas a little bit more. Yeah, I'm not very good with hand painting. Like spray painting, that's like a whole other thing. Like I can spray paint, I feel like pretty well for the most part. As I like messed this up at the beginning, but it's going along right. It's looking a little bit more white compared to the bottom. It's getting there. I just noticed I'm really slow at it. Really slow at painting. Gotta make sure to shake that paint. Got just like the baseline paint. I'm excited to like maybe once I get like a little bit better at it, like buying some like acrylic paint for actually like painting figures and stuff like that, instead of just using like the cheap like Walmart or cheap Hobby Lobby paints. Mm, 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 mm. Bum, bum, bum. Turn it up just a little bit. Cause I feel like I can barely hear it. I don't know about you guys, but all right. I need to make my own. I'm so lazy. You're talking about making nuggies? Yeah, I guess you can make nuggies, can't you? Best clone armor, grace my eyes. Praise be. Yeah, it'll be cool. I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. He has like a little, like those vents in the front of his mask that are gray. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous about that. Yeah, I don't know, maybe we'll I can either paint and do this live, or maybe I'll make it into like an edited video and show it all if it turns out really good. Because I can just like basically time lapse all this and do that and show you guys the final product. Maybe we'll just take that, like do like the lives and take all the lives and make them into a compilated video. Honestly, I sprayed this with a filler primer, and I'm kind of liking the, like, it gave me a little bit of texture, not too crazy much, but just a little bit. I'm kind of vibing with the little bit of texture on the model. I feel like it's like, it makes it seem like he's like been through it, like his armor has like a little bit of like dirt and like grime on it with just like the little bit of subtle texture. But yeah, I'm trying to get everything like super duper white, so we can start painting all like the blacks and all the darker colors in there. I know he's got gray, and then his gauntlet, one of his gauntlets is, I'm looking at, I have like a, which I probably should have showed you guys too, I have like a, basically like an art board with like all his armor. Order 66.
Of treason against the Republic. You will be dealt with, and we will deploy the garrison.
Garrison.
Garrison bonus activate.
Oh, he did the little battlefront. Little. Yeah, I don't know. I think Colt has my favorite ARC Trooper armor, but Wolf has my favorite clone armor, just because his helmet, like, I feel like barely anybody has his helmet design in Clone Wars, and like, I don't really, to be honest with you, know much of Wolf, outside of like him like having like the Wolf Pack and being a part of Plo Koon's regiment. But I don't know, man. I've always liked his vibe. Like his colors are like really cool. I like the gray. I know it's Dave Filoni's kind of like favorite, because he really likes wolves, so it's like his favorite clone set. I know he has like a really big attachment to like Plo Koon. Something that Percy Man and I have in common. We're both Plo Koon fans. That would honestly be a fun. Maybe I'll try to see if I can find one like a Jedi Keldor to paint on stream. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe not Plo Koon, but just like a random. Is that a support? Let me see if I can take that off yet. I think that is. It's a little support. I try to clean all the supports off, but sometimes they sneak past me. Let me grab a little X-Acto knife. Oh no! Well, we won't tell anybody. One of the little 3 marks on his DC-17 just came off, but we're oh hey, there's the Fallen Order one. We're just talking about it. Yeah, we won't let anybody know. He's just had battle damage. That's what it is. Didn't fall off. He just, or did fall off, but it didn't do so by my head. Do so in a battle. In a battle. Go into goblin mode when I don't know what I'm saying. Just goblin. Godspeed, Spider-Man. You wanted to be the hero. I gotta work on my William Dafoe. I'm trying to do it like semi-quiet so I don't like blast y'all's ears. I gotta do William Dafoe loud. Wolf and Neo have the same eyes on their helmet, which look dope. Yeah, well, that's the thing I like about it. Is like a lot of people get that mixed up, where they're like, "Oh, like Wolf and Neo's helmet's the same," but it's not the same helmet. But the eyes, it kind of. That's why I'm surprised more people don't like. Because that's why a lot of people like Rex. It's because Rex welded his Phase 1 visor to a Phase 2 helmet, and everybody goes like gaga for that. But like, I don't see a lot of people. Or even hear a lot of people talking about Wolf's helmet because his is like, kind of like a one of a kind. Like maybe I'm wrong and there's more people that have it in the Clone Wars that I just haven't seen, or maybe in the comics, but I don't know. I haven't seen really anybody else have his helmet style besides Neo, but Neo's is also different. Yeah, it's becoming a little streaky. Maybe I need to let it dry a little bit more. You know what I can do? I need to paint like his leg. Because I don't think I've hit any of this with white yet. Hey, Stanley's, what's going on, man? Appreciate you popping in and saying hello there. Just painting a blown up figure. Because this is supposed to be a tabletop figure, but I made it 5 inches instead of the standard size. Yeah, I'm excited to, like, once I get like this base coat on, being able to paint some of the detail on this guy is gonna be sick. Yeah, that's the thing that sucks about this like crappy, like cheap acrylic paint. You gotta shake it really well. But even if you shake it really well, it's not. Still got some little clumps in it. How's it going, Picasso? Hey, I like it, Picasso. No, I am far from that. Maybe one day I'll get really good at painting. Hand painting and drawing are like my weakness. I don't know what's going on with me with that. Like, I'm just not very good. Never been very good with painting. It might just be because I don't have the patience. Like, I feel like I'd be better if I had a lot of patience, but this is kind of a low bar to entry, because like if I don't like this or it doesn't come out well, I can always just like print another one. Like this barely takes any resin from like my printer, so it was pretty low maintenance. And then JT, I know it's kind of hard to see, but JT said, because I asked him earlier today, what the heck this dude is standing on. And he was saying that it looks like the crotch piece from like a B1 battle droid, like in a weird wonky kind of way. But I don't know. There's like rocks around it, but I don't really know what he's putting his foot on here. God, dude, these lo-fi beats are like where it's at. Such a vibe. All right. Yeah, this is such a vibe right now because I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I have like cicadas outside that are just like loud as hell. And then I got Star Wars music. I'm hanging out, painting some Star Wars figures, talking with you guys. Like this is such a vibe right now. I'm gonna switch brushes. I'm trying to play around with these. I also got crappy brushes like that I just got from like also like Michaels and all that stuff. So it's not the best brushes, but I figured low bar to entry, start off, see if I like doing this stuff for like in general. I don't know how the people paint like the little tiny figures, man. That must be such a nightmare to do. Here, let's see if you can see that better because I'm kind of painting in here. But yeah, if you guys like these, we can definitely do more of these. Like, it doesn't always have to be me doing. Don't get me wrong, I love video games. It's probably one of my favorite things to do is play video games. But it doesn't always have to be about gaming too. Like, we can do some lives that are just like me doing art stuff and sitting here chatting with you guys and having fun. If you guys are interested in seeing more of this, we'll see how the analytics do and stuff like that too. Start big, then you get into small figures. Yeah, that's what that was kind of like my plan, because this is like a tabletop figure. But I was like, you know what? I'll like upscale him. I think he was like under. I think he was like a ½ inch maybe tall. I could be wrong, and I think I made him 5 inches. Just because I felt like that would be a good size, and I'm glad I didn't go any smaller because this is already pretty tough. I'm doing Captain Colt from the Clone Wars. The ARC Trooper gets killed by Ventress Stanleys, because I know you weren't in here when I was talking about that, but it would be cool to do like a Umbra Trooper or something like that. I don't know, clones in all black just look sick. Or maybe I'll do like my own custom one and give it like my own. I mean, it's probably, I say own custom, it's going to be red and black, like straight up, because those are my 2 favorite colors. But it might be fun once I get better at it. I can do like my own custom designs, or maybe I'll do like my own, because he has some commandos, like Republic commandos, so I might make my own Republic commando design. That'd be kind of cool. No, but I thought about one cool idea that I have for a stream is doing like a community stream where I found a kind of like a ledger for Star Wars D&D, and I was like, you know what would be a cool stream is if like everybody got on and we made a D&D character. And then now there are going to be multiple streams, right? The first stream would be like us making the D&D character. The second stream, and probably a couple after that, would be like me sculpting that character. And then we could basically go from creating it to like physically creating it and like me painting it. And it would be like a community D&D, Star Wars D&D character. Now there's a lot of hurdles for that, right? But I don't know, I'm still kind of working it out, but I feel like that could be really fun, and it could be something that we all do together. Prosthetic head, what's going on, man? Cool stream. You're gonna paint the exaggerated highlights? Yeah, so right now I'm just kind of laying the base work for it. This is actually my first kind of figure I'm used to painting like props and things like that, but I've never done like a tabletop figure. So I blew this one up. This is actually from Galactic Armory, and yeah, just doing some practice, hanging out, listening to some Star Wars tunes, and chatting with you guys. You know, having fun with it. It's probably gonna turn into garbage, knowing like my painting skills, but hey, man, you don't know until you try, right? And it'll get better once we start painting more. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing these more often just because they're a little bit more late. It's kind of like gaming, but just doing a little bit something a little bit more creative. But I appreciate you stopping in and saying hello. I'm glad you're digging the stream, man. It's just a nice change of pace from playing video games all the time. I feel like all I do is play video games. So it's nice to do some fun art. I don't do a lot of fun art for myself, I'll say that. Most of it's like business related, so it's nice to kind of sit back and do it more for fun. A little less pressure, you know? A little less, I tend to be a perfectionist, so it's a little less of perfectionism too. I am going to hit this with a heat gun. So I'm gonna mute my mic just for a second so you guys don't have to hear the heat gun blowing. Okay, I am back. Back with the voices. The voice inside. I've been the voice inside your head this whole time. Palpatine. Somehow, Palpatine returned. Hello, my friends. It is me, Palpatine. Papa Palpatine coming to you live from the den. Max is no longer here, it is just me. You can speak your mind freely. Keep running out of white, man. You guys can see like the action pose. There we go. Big meaty claws out of the way. But yeah, that's what he's gonna look like. He's gonna look cool. He's gonna look cool. Hopefully. Hey, Crazy Guy 22, what's going on, man? This gonna be crazy fire. I hope so. I hope it's gonna be good. And if it's not, I'll just do another. I'll go another one. Yeah, right now we're just putting the base coat on. Might need one or two more of the white coats after this, but you're just chilling, right on, man. Well, I appreciate you chilling with us here at the den. Ooh, I put way too much paint on this side. Yeah, still trying to gauge the proper use of how much paint I should use. Because I feel like sometimes I don't have enough, and then sometimes I have like way too much on my brush. There is no try. Oh, I forgot this little part of his leg. See if I can get... Yeah, there we go. Everywhere I look, I just see like a little bit of spots that I missed. I guess that's what the second coat's supposed to be for, right? Get inside his, like, under his tabard area. It's always the toughest spots, I like. Paint. Is this Jabba sail barge? Yeah, it is. Dude, freaking nailed it. Do I know my lo-fi or do I know my lo-fi? Oh. Waba da wee da way. De wana wanga. Trying to be the Star Wars Bob Ross for you guys right now. Just happy little accidents. Just gotta smack the devil out of it. What does he do? He like smacks his brush. He's like, can't smack it as much on a plate, but you get the idea. This one episode I was watching, he was talking about like he found like a squirrel or something like that, and he was like feeding it and trying to make it like his friend. I'm like, dang. I think dude's like out here just living the life, befriending squirrels. I've seen a lot of people with raccoons though. I don't know what the deal is with like people like wanting raccoons as pets, but I feel like in the last like 5 to 10 years I've seen a lot of people trying to like domesticate raccoons. They're pretty cute though. Where they're not being little trash pandas. Trash goblins. Actually, I don't think I'll paint his helmet. Let me go back through and paint his helmet. Ooh, I touched it. No. Oh. Yeah, the helmet's gonna be a pain. Bob is a legend. Oh, dude, he is 100% a legend. And a fast painter too, man. I don't know how he did it in like those 20-minute episodes where he just paint the whole thing. Like, I feel like, what are we at? I'm already at an hour, and I only have like the base coat of this guy right now. So like, and it's not even like super amazing, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Weird, LO. Oh, are you talking about the for the raccoons? That's weird that people are collecting them. Collecting them like, dude, especially with the like the chunky ones. I don't know if you guys have seen those. Like ones that like they're like way overfed. They're like big old chunguses. Get underneath his arm, son. Oh, is this the? Oh, this is Vader's funeral. Okay. Thought this was a I mean, it's kind of victory celebration, I guess. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. I'd spray all the black, then paint the highlights. Or you're talking about like the whole piece? You would have painted the whole piece black and then done highlights? Is that what you're saying? I know a lot of people recommend that, like they like doing like a base coat of just like a solid, like darker color. The only two reasons why I didn't do that, because I thought about it. One, because painting white on top of black is so annoying, especially with these like really cheap paints that don't get very good coverage. And two, I kind of did this like this Din Transmissions like idea last minute. Like I printed him on. I started printing him on like I think like Wednesday night, and then he needed like most of Thursday to print, and then today I like you gotta like UV cure them, like wash them out, like wash all the resin out and all that stuff. So I was running a little short on time, but hey, that's what the next one's for, right? You guys seem to be liking this. There's been like constantly like 7 to like 10 people in here, which is more than I usually have. Usually I have like 4 or 5, which doesn't seem like a huge like metric jump, but when you're kind of a smaller creator, I feel like it's like a pretty big jump to have like, you know, 7 to 10 people in a live at once. It's pretty cool, especially being like under 1,000 under 1,000 subaroonies. Oh, I think I had too much water on this one. So yeah, we'll probably definitely be doing some more of these because you guys seem to like it. It's just satisfying to watch. Heck yeah, man. I'm glad I can entertain. If I can do nerdy stuff and entertain at the same time, it's just a win-win for me. I put way too much on the back of his head. Keep doing too many paint globs. I'm trying to like thin it out. I don't want it to be super streaky. A little streaking's okay because like I just don't have like the awesome paintbrushes for it. But eventually I'm gonna get like you can get buy like contouring paint and stuff like that and really cool stuff. I'd like to get into me and my buddy Darth Samarius. We just got done playing the Warhammer campaign, and we've been playing it like in our free time and stuff like that. I haven't been streaming that one as much after we beat the campaign, but I can see the appeal of Warhammer and why people like it so much. Let's see. This towel's doing okay. But yeah, I know nothing about that lore, but I'm like, you know what? I probably won't paint Warhammer figures, but I was like, I'll definitely paint Star Wars figures. I've always wanted to do the Star Wars tabletop game, but I've never really got into it. I guess just because like I don't have anybody. I feel like there's like tabletop games and like D&D, like you need somebody's like guidance to like get in, like somebody who's like super sweaty into that, because there's just so much information Like painting the figures and stuff like that, like I can do, but actually playing like the game and stuff like that seems a little menacing. Yeah, you like the tabletop games, because like I know there's like tabletop games and then there's like Star Wars like D&D, you know, which is also like a totally different thing within itself. Yeah, this texture is nice. It's like I sprayed it with filler primer, the sandable filler primer that I use for like all my props and stuff like that. And it gave it just a little bit of texture, so I think it's going to be really good once I start adding like the black wash and stuff like that. It'll make him look like he's been in battle like quite a bit. Warhammer is war without end humanity versus chaos gods, entity based on the 7 deadly sins, and there's minions. Okay. Yeah, that's one thing I've heard about Warhammer is like there's basically everybody's kind of an asshole, and that like there's no like really like good guy or bad guy. I heard like the closest thing to good guys are the Salamander faction, because they're like more so like they care about humanity more, whereas like Space Marines, like they'll like win at like whatever cost, they'll sacrifice whoever they have to sacrifice to like win the day essentially, which like it's cool in its own right, but like realistically that's like an asshole move, right? Like me sacrificing like civilians, or you know, something like a banta, something you don't value in high regards, or like maybe not in the image of like the Emperor, because I know the Emperor was like a big one. It's just so funny playing through that game and having like no context, so I'm just like sitting here like vibing, hanging out, having fun but like not knowing like they're talking about all sorts of different stuff, because you fight the Tyranids, and then you fight the Chaos Marines, which I know are essentially like made up of like dust matter, because of like their like Primarch like sacrificed them to like freaking like end the war with whatever faction was going on. I'm giving you like pseudo knowledge. I'm sure Stanley's, you know way more about this than I do, but this is just what I've seen in like Instagram reels and like TikTok reels and stuff like that, or shorts, or whatever the hell they're called. Everything has something different. Like freaking YouTube has shorts, Instagram has reels, and then TikToks are just like TikToks. So I always get the naming terminology mixed up. Yeah, this is coming along really nicely. I'm liking I know it's just the base coat, but the base coat's actually giving me less problems than I thought it was going to. Sorry, no, I'm pulling it closer. That's one thing I gotta get used to these streams, is like I want to pull it like really close to my face, but then you guys can't see it obviously. So I'm trying to work on it to where like you can see it and also I can see it. You think painting miniatures is best for vibrant color blends or realistic dry brush style? To be honest with you, I don't know if I'm like qualified enough to speak on that. Like, this is my first like actual like minifigure that's painted, and like he's not gonna have like super bright colors, right? Because like the clones. Let me see if I can. I don't know my screen capture. Let me see if I can show you guys kind of like what I'm working on. Let me. So this is what I'm going for here, and then I'll flip it back to the other screen. So like not super vibrant colors, right? This is mostly like, I feel like the most vibrant one's obviously red, and then you got gray, black, and white, you know, and then a little bit of like tan or khaki on his like shin guards, and then his like ammo pouches are also that. So I don't know. I think I like a little bit more like the real. Well, it also depends on like what I'm painting. Right? Because like if I was painting like a fantasy style character, more like D&D based, I'd say vibrant colors probably are the way to go, just because it feels more fantastical. But with stuff like this, definitely I feel like going more like realism with like, I'm gonna do, once I get like the base coats done on this, I'm gonna do a lot of like the dry brushing and well, the dry brushing will probably be last, honestly, but the wet wash to add more grime and stuff like that. The spray on. I'm gonna go back to the oh no, there we go. I sprayed it with filler primer, and it's hard to see on the screen, but like the back of his leg here, you can kind of, yeah, it's not gonna, I don't want to really mess with the camera, but there's a little bit of grime on it, a little texture effect that happened from me using the filler primer. So I feel like it's going to look really nice when it comes time to actually like get in there and start adding the details and the weathering and stuff. But yeah, I don't really have an answer for you on that one. Besides like, I guess what I just gave, but I am very much a novice when it comes to painting miniatures. Honestly, before I start, because I'm going to add another, I'm going to hit it again with the heat gun, kind of dry it up some. Gotta shake up your paint. It's slowly starting to come out of the streaky phase where I can like not see as many streaks going on, which is nice. I hit the back of his tabard again. Is the music still good for you guys? Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? Let me know. I know some of these songs can get kind of quiet, and so I want to make sure when I'm not talking, you guys can kind of hear the tunes, you know? So this is closed by Sunday, and it's the Camino Lo-Fi, JT. And also, what's going on, man? Appreciate you popping in and saying hello. Yeah, dude, if you haven't... I know you've probably listened to a few, like, closed by Sunday, but man, dude, his beats are super cool. And like we were saying earlier, it's pretty cool that you can, like, use them, like, in your vids, and he's cool with it. I need to get like a smaller brush to get into some of these little tiny places. I feel like there's like a spot on his backpack, like right here, trying to like grab. push it a little further so you guys can see it too. Hopefully my giant ass hands aren't in the way too much, so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. So just looking at my hands. I don't know what to do with my hands. Yeah, I hope they, this one's just the Camino one right now, but, Love Pledge in the Arena is a really good one by Close by Sunday. It's probably one of my favorite ones. Alright, I'm using the small one for not the right application. Dang, I got a little... Grab this little piece right here. See if I can grab it. It's just like a little piece of something right here. Dun, 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 dun. Got a Grievous. Is it going into Grievous now? Oh, he's on Spotify. I didn't know that. I don't really listen to Spotify, but that's cool. Oh no, this is still Camino. Oh, there we go, Across the Stars. That's another good one. Oh, I didn't get the back of his arm right here. I can see why. It's kind of hard to see it. This is what's playing in the Coruscant tattoo parlors in the universe. Fat beats. I mean, that would be sick, honestly. We get to see like the mods, right, in the Book of Boba Fett. They're listening like some like weird ass techno music. If they gotta do that, they gotta make the... I don't know the guy's name that runs Closed by Sunday. If they do that, they need to make him like the main tattoo guy. It'd be kind of cool. Be like, yeah, dude, I was like the Jedi were like running through my tattoo parlor in one of the episodes or whatever. And I was like the tattoo guy with the lo-fi beats. Oh, here we go. Is this... yeah. Love Pledge in the Arena. Jedi Rock's pretty good too. But yeah, this is cool because like on his channel, he basically just runs like a 24-hour stream, just and it plays all his beats and it shuffles them all. So if you're ever looking for Star Wars beats, highly recommend. I feel like I'm constantly rotating this guy because like I feel like every time I rotate him I find some place that like I've missed. Bum, bum, bum. I'm dying for my brother. Tattoo machine buzzing. Oh man. Where's I gotta hit you with the good soldiers follow orders. Gotta hit you right in the feels. Hey, the clones. Painting a clone, listen to the clones. Does this trooper regret Order 66? I think so. Well, if you're talking about the trooper I'm painting, he does not regret Order 66 because he dies way before that happens. And Clone Wars. Yeah, Commander Colt gets killed by Ventress. I don't know how far... I can't remember how far into the Clone Wars it is, though. Like, when they do that, JT, maybe you know. How far into the Clone Wars is it when Ventress and Grievous try to break into the clone facility and, like, steal the DNA? If you're still in here. I don't know if you're still in here or not, but... I want to say... I thought that was early on, but I don't remember. And you know what that means? It means I need to sit down and rewatch the Clone Wars. If I start forgetting Clone Wars information, I gotta rewatch it. That's them the rules. I don't make them. I just follow them, you know? I just work here, you know? Which that could also be a fun thing. Doing like Clone Wars watch parties. Where we just sit down and like watch an arc. Maybe I'll do that once I hit 1,000 Subaroonies. It'll be like a members thing. You can sit down with all the members and watch Clone Wars arcs and like talk about them and stuff. It'd be kind of fun. Or maybe I'll do it on the main channel. Who knows? So many different things. I honestly might not even like monetize this channel. I was thinking about it yesterday because I'm planning on... for those who don't know, I run a 3D printing business, and I want to start a YouTube channel for what's called PMP Creations, because PMP is like my initials, so I kind of like that's like my trademark, and I can just like start that channel and monetize that channel. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I mean, if the channel like really blows up, maybe I'll do it, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll just do like the member stuff, but I won't like run ads or anything. I won't run ads that are like within my control, because like I'm pretty sure some of you guys get ads on my stuff, but like I don't make any money off that, or I don't have any control. That's like YouTube doing it. So unless you guys got that premium life, which honestly, if you're a YouTube watcher and you're on the fence about premium, dude, it's a game changer. I don't have it for this channel, but I have like a kind of like a burner YouTuber that I just like watch all my stuff on, and I have YouTube Premium on that, and it just the ads, it kind of takes you back to like the OG days of like YouTube, you know. But you can never escape. I mean, those days are gone. You can never escape ads, because like even when you watch, like, oh, this video is sponsored by Squarespace or by like NordVPN, I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, I get it, get your bag, but I wish ads weren't shoved in your face every 2 seconds. I wish there was like some sort of like, I don't know, I'd pay extra to like never have ads, like from YouTube content, for whatever it is. Like, I just don't want to see any ads. I feel like you're always constantly being sold stuff. I'm not trying to be hypocritical. I mean, I do it too. Like, I just plugged my PMP Creations business and plugged like that YouTube channel and stuff. So not trying to be hypocritical. It's just something I've noticed. If you could hang out on a Star Wars planet for a week, which planet would it be? If I could hang out on a Star Wars planet for a week, I don't know, maybe I would say either Cloud City or Naboo. I feel like Naboo would be a really nice place because it's got so many different like ecosystems, and the architecture is really cool. But yeah, I feel like it's got like the swamps, it's got like the grasslands, it's got like the higher up like mountains, because like Theed is on like a mountain like with like waterfalls and stuff like that. I just feel like it's if they had like hiking trails or something like that, or whatever the Star Wars equivalent is, it'd be really nice. And then Cloud City, just like being in the clouds, man, and like watching those sunsets. Like, I know it's like a kind of like a mining operation or whatever, which is kind of was always weird to me that it was like a mine. Well, actually, no, I don't think it's a mine. I'm getting that mixed up with Heir to the Empire, because I want to say Lando and Heir to the Empire is in control of like another facility that's a mining facility. But Cloud City, I think, deals in like the carbon and stuff like that, the carbon freezing and all that. That's why for like cargo and stuff like that, it's like a. But I don't know. I feel like I'd be able to do a hard day's work there and then just like sit and watch the sun go down in the clouds. I feel like that'd be kind of nice. Depending on where I'm at, Endor would be kind of cool. Endor's got a lot of creepy stuff though, especially like in Legends. They have those I'm blanking on the names of like but they have like the giants that like eat the Ewoks and stuff. Like that's why the Ewoks had all that stuff to fight the Empire, because they like use it for like killing giants that come down from the mountains and try to like eat them and grab them, because the giants are like as tall as like their like all their stuff's in the trees, right? So they have like giants that come in and try to like eat them and grab them. So that's why they had like the rocks that like slam, or the big tree trunks that slam into like the ATSTs and stuff like that. I think I'm getting close with this base coat, man. It's looking good. There's a few streaky streaks that I'm seeing, but it's coming along. But yeah, I guess that would be my answer to you, is either Theed or Naboo or Cloud City. Honestly though, like, if you gotta stick me anywhere for a week, like I don't think I would complain with like anything. Like even like Mustafar, right, which would ideally kind of suck, because it's probably so freaking hot on that planet. But like, I don't know, if like I'm chilling in Vader's castle, like if I got Vader, if I Airbnb out Vader's castle for a week and get to like stay there, I feel like that'd be pretty sick. Seeing like all the lava flow through like the lava flats and stuff like that. All these little gears, man. You are doomed. I swear I'm running out of white so much. I'm using it up. Base looking good. Gonna pop. I hope so, man. I hope so. And thank you. Appreciate it. Boosting my confidence. Dang, it's crazy that we've already been here for like an hour and almost 40 minutes. Like, I feel like I've just been here for like literally 5 minutes painting this stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Right now I'm just vibing and having fun. I don't know how long we're going to go for. Typically I don't like Den transmissions being super long, but this isn't like a standard Den transmissions where I'm sitting and chatting with you guys, but usually I have like a topic to talk about. So I feel like these can go on a little longer just because it's more of like an art one. Ooh, this one's good too. This is a Palpatine. Do it. Unlimited power. I am the Senate. Yeah, this one's got a nice beat to it. Yeah, I'm really right now I'm trying to get like nail down the streakiness. Really make sure all the areas that need to be like super white or like pristine white. I can always go back through and add some more, but I try to nail it on the first shot. Dun, dun. It was pretty. This dude died defending Camino a couple of years ago before Order 66. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think I said it earlier, but definitely go check out Percy's video on his channel, Percy Man. He goes over and talks about that. Percy, remind me, is it just about Cult or is it about all ARC troopers? I do not remember off the top of my head. It's been a minute. It's been a few months since I think I watched that video like 3 or 4 months ago. Because I can't remember if it's just on Colt or if it's on like ARC troopers as like a whole. Trying to get in these little crevasses here. Yeah, I gotta get on. Shout out to Sam Whitwer, even though I know he doesn't watch these, but shout out to him because he is awesome at painting these minifigs, man. I don't know if you guys follow, even if you guys have Instagram, but if you're not following Sam Whitwer on Instagram, who's the voice of like Maul and like a million other characters, he plays Starkiller in the Force Unleashed video games. He also paints stuff in his spare time, and he is freaking awesome at it. I just keep finding these like little tiny pieces that I keep missing. Okay, that's why I'm tripping, because I was like, I could have sworn you mentioned like other troopers from the Rancor Battalion, which also is like such a cool name. Like, Rancors are such like interesting creatures that I feel like we don't get. Like, we just see them as like crazy monsters, but it's kind of cool to see like the different species and like Jungle Rancor, like super trippy. That's honestly a figure I would love doing, is getting like a I don't even know what size it would be, but getting like maybe like a 12-inch figure or something like that of a Rancor. Here, I'll do it this way because I noticed you can't see my hands. Getting like something massive and doing like a massive Rancor figure. I think Galactic Armory has one of those too. I gotta go check and see. As much as I don't like the Book of Boba Fett, was not really a fan of that show. It would be cool to like get Boba like on top of a Rancor or something like that and paint that. I think that'd be pretty sick. Because I didn't like the show, but that was probably one of the coolest parts from the show, is that he was riding that Rancor. I swear, when I don't really like to be negative on my channel, I kind of go for like positive vibes and stuff like that. And like, if I'm not into something, I just don't talk about it. But one of these days, I need to do like a Boba Fett rant, and just get it all out of my system. But yeah, I'm still jaded from Boba Fett. Everybody's all up in arms about like the Acolyte or, you know, whatever. I'm like, man, I'm still trying to get redemption for my boy Boba. They did him dirty, man. Freaking giving Mando 2 episodes in his own, like not in his show. Boba Fett's not even in those episodes. And like, arguably, they're like the best episodes out of the show. And I'm like, man, you guys are doing him dirty. But I can already sense myself starting to go down the dark side. We'll keep it Clone Wars related right now. Cold is just Fordo in my headcanon. Yeah, I wonder what happened. I mean, I know what happened to Fordo. They just basically, I think they even said that. I think they made Fordo Rex because something was happening. I can't remember. George Lucas like didn't, because like wasn't Fordo like, wasn't his like name like Alpha, like 17 or something like that? Wasn't that like his call sign? And the reason why they changed it to Rex was because they thought it was going to be too much to have like Ahsoka, Anakin, and then have Alpha 17. Like, it's 3 A's. I want to say, or maybe I just heard that from some crazy person. I don't know. But I want to say George had a problem with it being like 3 A's. Like, he wanted it to be a little different, and that's why they basically just made Rex. But I mean, it would make sense. Like, I feel like Rex and Fordo are very similar vibes. Let me see what you guys saying. Boba was only in Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, and Beyond. Wasn't the same guy. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like they could have made something like... They could have had something really special with Boba, and they just kind of squandered. And no offense to Jon Favreau, because I really like what he did with at least Mandalorian Season 1 and 2. Season 3 was kind of like... I don't know. I felt like it got like there was too much hype around it, so it just didn't do as well. And they also cut a lot of stuff out from what I've heard. But yeah, I don't know, man. Boba has such a strong presence, not only in canon, but also in Legends, you know? Like, the dude's, like, wielding lightsabers and going against Darth Vader. And I get that's, like, more, like, fan service, fan fiction stuff. Like, he shouldn't be able to, like, go toe-to-toe with Darth Vader. Like, I get that. That's not what I'm saying. But, like... I don't know. How I would have done it is like, as soon as he loses the Tuskens, like, he would have gone back to being, like, it would have been like John Wick. Like John Wick goes crazy because they, like, killed his dog and he couldn't, like, grieve. I would have done the exact same thing with Boba. And, like, Boba and Fennec, like, because Fennec's badass, like, within her own right. And I do love that she, like, was taking out all, like, the Pikes and stuff like that, because I freaking hate the Pikes. But, yeah, I don't know. There's just... That show could have been... I think they were just trying to get a show out really quickly, and I think that's why it suffered. Because they were dealing with, like, COVID, and then, like, right after that, there was, like, the writer strikes and stuff like that. So I think they were trying to... I think they were just trying to get a show out and have, like, people not cancel the Disney Plus subscriptions. But yeah, the Daniel Logan Boba Fett stuff wasn't bad either. I still think we need to see that in some sort of, like, animated... thing of, like, how Boba got his dent, like, fighting Cad Bane. Like, that's such a cool story. I know Daniel Logan would be, like, super down to, like, redo it, because there's, like, animatic clips for it, right? So it'd be cool. I don't know. I don't think Jon Favreau knew enough about Boba Fett, and I think he just missed the mark with it. I'm blanking on the name of the guy that directed the Boba Fett episodes, but sometimes I'm not super crazy about his style, but I don't know, I feel like it was almost Boba Fett was almost false advertisement in a way, because, like, we got, like, a snippet of it in Mando Season 2 where he's just, like, absolutely wrecking all those clone troopers, not clone troopers, stormtroopers, and he's just going to town on him, man. He's just being badass Boba, and, like, we needed that for the Book of Boba Fett, and we really didn't get it, in my opinion.
I've never been so lonesome.
All right, I think we're coming up. Cad couldn't dent it. Instead, he shot at his only weak point. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Like, when you can't, like, even if he couldn't win, because, like, I don't think it was always, like, Boba Fett, like, Beskar was something that I think was, like, really made up for Mandalorian, because I think it was, like, Boba Fett's armor was made out of, like, Durasteel, right? Like, I think that was, like, the canon, which is still strong, but it's not as strong as Beskar. Beskar is, like, virtually impenetrable. But I think it was cool that they added that, and then Cad knew that he couldn't hit Boba, so he shoots him in his head, so it still kind of knocks him out. Like, I imagine those blaster bolts hitting you with that amount of force, like, in the head, would still, like, which basically what it did, it knocked him out, you know? So Cad Bane's awesome, though, man. Like, Cad Bane is one of the coolest characters in Star Wars, in my opinion. I'm super excited. I got I got the Cad Bane hot toy from Sideshow, and that should be getting here in October. So this upcoming month, and definitely gonna do an unboxing on the channel for it. It's the Clone Wars style. Book of Boba was a bumbling tourist. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, but I think the thing that, for me, the Book of Boba Fett, like, and it's the same thing, like, the problem that, like, Mando kind of suffers now, is that, like, it tries to appeal to normies, and it tries, like, really hard to appeal to normies, and I'm like, that's fine, but, like, you're pushing away, like, your core audience, like, the people who are gonna stay with you, the people who are gonna buy all your merch, the people who are gonna, like, really, like, going to bat for you. Those normies, as soon as they're not interested anymore, they will leave you and not think of for a second thought. Whereas like people like us who are like more sweaty, like Star Wars is our life, like you want to keep us around, and it didn't do a good job of that. I'm not saying the Book of Boba Fett is 100% trash. It's my least favorite show out of everything we've seen so far, but there are a lot of really good things about the show. You know, here, I'm gonna turn this down just so I feel like it's a little loud. When it starts having like the vocals in it gets a little loud, so I'm gonna turn it down just a smidgen. But yeah, man, I don't know. It has good stuff in it. Fundamentally, it's not like an awful show, and especially if you're like a normie, you probably thought it was amazing. But like, I don't know, I felt like the only person that was actually, like, badass in the show was Finnick. Like, Black Chrysanthemum kind of is, like, gets, like, freaking wrecked. Like, he should have obliterated that biker gang. The biker gang, I don't really have a problem with, like, the biker gang. I kind of like the idea off the bat, but, like, the design was, like, not good. Like, from, like, their clothes to... I don't care really that they're like cybernetic people. I honestly think we should see more of that in Star Wars because there's a lot to that. But I don't know, their clothes, the bikes, like the way that they acted and stuff like that. Like when Black Chrysanthemum breaks in and tries to like kill Boba, like he should have at least killed like 2 or 3 of those biker members. Like they should have lost some numbers, and like nobody dies in the Book of Boba Fett. I even have a hot take. I don't even think Cad Bane dies in the Book of Boba Fett. Like, I still feel like he's gonna come back or show up somewhere, and maybe that's his final resting place. So I don't know, but like, I personally think like he could still even come back. What does Luke say for the sequel trilogy? Nobody's ever really gone. So, like, I still think he can come back. But like, yeah, there's no like really dire consequences. Like the turrets don't really kill anybody. Those like giant droidicas, which like those are cool in theory, but I don't know. I really thought like a lot of people were thinking like it was gonna be like War of the Bounty Hunters, where like the Pikes hire a lot of bounty hunters, and then like Boba hires who he knows, and then they just go like toe to toe. Maybe that wasn't in the budget and they couldn't afford that, but also like I don't know. I would have thought like, to me, a much cooler story would have been Boba doesn't want to secede his rule over Tatooine. They talk about having to get permission from the other syndicates to like take out the Hutt twins. I would have loved it if he would have just like taken them out, and then like the whole first season would be him taking them out with Finnick and like trying to protect Tatooine. Or Mos Espa, and you could have had like a really cool scene like on Nar Shaddaa or whatever, like because Nar Shaddaa is kind of like the Vegas of the Star Wars universe, like really cool like John Wick style like scenes and stuff like that. And I think it would have been so much better. Like nobody cares about the Pikes because the Pikes are a crappy freaking syndicate, you know. And if it would have been Boba against the Hutts, kind of like the first season is him killing the Hutt twins without permission, and like the second season, like maybe like the Hutts, Crimson Dawn, like throw Kira in there, maybe Maul's dead at that point, so not Maul, but like I don't know, somebody super epic in there, and like could have been cool. I thought it'd be cool to make a video. I haven't done it yet because like again I don't really want to be super negative. But like, I've been thinking about like, what if I wrote the Book of Boba Fett, and like how I'd want it to kind of play out. But I haven't made that video yet because like, still kind of on the fence about it. Dude, there's just some of these areas that just won't. They won't go. They won't be painted. They refuse. They're like, nope, we're gonna show gray through it. Let's try here. Really, as long as I get his armor in there all nice and done up. Just trying to, cause like this pauldron's gonna be black. I need to hit his chest in this other area a little bit. Does Django not have a dent in his in the bounty hunter game you played? He got it in Attack of the Clones, so maybe it's between those 2 times. No, Django never has a dent in his helmet. Django like keeps his armor like pristine. Like Boba kind of let all the armor go, and it's all like messed up and dented and stuff like that. But to be honest with you, like his armor doesn't look good, clean. So that's why they dented it up. Because like when he painted it, I think it was Mando season 2, where he like paints like the fresh armor, and dude, I really don't like it. I know some people are like, oh, that's so cool seeing like Boba Fett with like clean armor. He like went to Home Depot and got some spray bottles of like Montana gold and army green and stuff like that and sprayed everything. But I don't know, I wasn't a huge fan of the painted armor. It looked way better in Book of Boba Fett. That's one thing I will say, whoever the costume designer is knocked it out of the park in Book of Boba Fett. Like that is by far my most favorite outfit that he has. I still wish he had like the Wookiee like pauldrons or like the little danglies that he fought to like, I guess like you had to kill a Wookiee and like they show that as like a sign of respect, or like not kill them but like best them in combat, and I think that's how he got them. But that would have been cool. And then I'm not really crazy about he has like brown like boot covers, and he has black ones in the Mando arc. And they should have stuck with the Mando ones, because brown looks kind of gross in my opinion. I don't like black and brown together for like character design. But Bounty Hunter Wars was all the fans. If I can talk, oh my goodness. Bounty Hunter Wars was all the fans wanted. It was so easy. Favreau is a little obsessed with his money grubbling Grogu. See, I don't even think it was Jon Favreau. I think it's Lucasfilms and LucasArts, or not LucasArts. That's gone. I think that's the whole reason why Mando's in Boba Fett, is because he had so much story to tell apparently in Mando season 3 that he couldn't do it there. And Lucasfilm was like, yo, Grogu is like our only like merchandise seller right now, you know? So they gotta bring him back, which I think they could have totally done. Like they could have like, I think it would have been so much cooler in Mando season 3 if like it would have just shown Mando doing his own thing with Bo-Katan, you know, trying to reclaim like Mandalore and get, you know, cleansed and all that stuff. And then Grogu does like Dread-Eye training, and then at the very end of season 3, you could have had Mando and Grogu back together. There could have been like a time skip or something, and they could have been back together. But like, I don't know, it kind of diminishes season 2 in my opinion, because season 2 is such a like dramatic like moment at the end when like Luke comes and saves everybody, because there's like too many of like the destroyer like battlebot droids, like the I'm blanking on the names of the actual droids right now, like the death droids. Death troopers? No, not death troopers. Crap, why am I blanking on the name? You guys gotta help me out with this one. I'm blanking on the names of the black troopers with the red eyes at the end. I forget what they're... I'm blanking on the name of it for some reason. But yeah, they I'll give you guys a second to like write it or whatever. But they do all this stuff. They do a dramatic build up, and then like literally the next season, he's Cylons. No, they're like they're not Death Troop. Let me see. Let me Google this real quick. Season 2. I'm trying to find it, but I can't find it. Crap, I can't think of what they're... The Dark Troopers. Oh my goodness. I knew it was something Troopers. Yeah, the Dark Troopers. I'm sure people are screaming at their monitors right now, like, Dark Troopers, you stupid idiot. Yeah, when they had the Dark Troopers and stuff like that, and Luke had to come in and save them, like, I don't know, I feel like it diminishes that in Season 3 when Mando just, like, suddenly has Grogu, and, like, they, like, freaking, basically Luke, like, Ubers him to Tatooine. I'm like, this doesn't feel earned, it doesn't feel, but, you know, they need... I get it. I guess they're business. They got to make money and stuff like that. I don't think it was the right move. And kind of like, season 2 is still amazing. And I still love season 2 of Mando, but when you know what happens, kind of is like, is the sacrifice really there? Like the emotional connection I felt in that scene watching it isn't the same now because of that. I mean, it's still impactful because like it's still Luke coming in and like being a badass that we always wanted him to be, but I'm thinking we're good, man. I'm like looking. There still is a couple streaky streaks here and there. Maybe I'll hit it with the gun and just go over some areas one more time. And we can start adding some of the grays in. Okay, let me mute my mic.
I accuse you of treason against the Republic. You will be dealt with, and we will deploy the garrison. Garrison bonus activate.
To answer your question, yes, I do like Rogue One. Rogue One was freaking amazing. I still like am partial to, what is it, Dark Forces, where Kyle Katarn is the one that steals like the Death Star plans. That one always holds like a special place in my heart, just because like I love the video games, all Star Wars video games, not just like Dark Forces so much. So it's cool to kind of have like a canon version and then like an EU version where like Kyle Katarn's the one that like sneaks in, like steals all the plans and stuff like that. But no, Rogue One's great. Chirrut is probably my favorite. Chirrut Inway. Dude, he's so freaking cool. Donnie Yen is like a killer. Yeah, I don't know. It's looking good on screen, but there are some areas that like are a little streaky, but it's getting there. Let's see if you guys can see it a little bit better. I'm gonna go and start painting some of the black in, and then I can go back and paint up some of the white. Like on some of like the helmet needs to be touched up again, but it should be pretty easy to like paint some black real quick. What are we at? We're at like 2 hours. Yeah, we might end it with some of the black, and then I don't know what my schedule's looking like this weekend as far as like going live again and doing this. I actually need to get on making some like edited videos, because I think I haven't looked on my channel, but I think it's been like 2 months and some change since I've made like an edited video with like moving and all that stuff. So I need to actually like get on making some edited content for you guys. As much as I love doing the lives, and these are awesome, you know, edited content is definitely more preferred on YouTube. What brush do I want to use? Let me see. I'm trying to see. These are all really tiny. Might use this one. This one's like an intermediate. Paint black left to right question mark. Yeah, so it's gonna be I can pull up the screen capture again, but so essentially I'm gonna be painting like a lot of these different, like the pauldron and this and the guns, his hands. I don't know if I'll tackle the visor right now because I still gotta repaint the helmet white a little bit. And then kind of like the outside. I'm probably gonna do this. I'm probably not gonna paint the whole thing black just because it's kind of annoying to like paint over black sometimes. I feel like you got to do a lot of layers. But yeah, definitely getting the pauldron, getting the guns, and his hands and things like that. We can start painting some of that up. Oh, and his backpack too. His backpack is black. I don't know. I can't find a lot of shots. I don't know if it's solid black because this one's like a toy right here, but it shows it just being solid black. This has two lines right here. I don't know if this one has, it does have the lines. So maybe I'll paint those two lines red. You can't really see it here because the shoulder's blocking it in this one, but yeah. There we go. Actually, you know what? I am going to start with his jetpack a little bit. We can see. You guys can put it this way, and then I'll start painting it. Hey, Samman28, appreciate it, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Appreciate you popping in and hanging out with us. I feel like it took me forever to get these base coats on, but I'm gonna start moving a little bit more now that we're getting the base coats all done up. I'm trying to like see it and also like show you guys kind of what I'm painting, but it's kind of tricky to do both, honestly. A lot trickier than I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, thanks for stopping in and saying hello there. I probably got every angle of Cult saved on my phone if you want me to check it out. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. Really, I don't know about the backpack. Maybe, like, because I know a lot of like, ARC Troopers have some of these backpacks too, so maybe. But, I might have to steal some of those photos from you, have you, like, I don't know, upload them to the drive or something like that for me. Or like email them or something, I don't know. I don't know if you have a Google Drive, but I'll chip this little. It's like one little hair from a paintbrush is like getting on me. But yeah, I might have to steal those from you. I just grabbed like a couple that I could find. I should have gone back through the episode and just clipped them from the episode now that I'm thinking about it, but I did not do that, sadly. So, It is what it is, but I figured I'd be okay because most of it's just getting like the base colors on it right now. And then we'll probably do like another stream where I'm doing all the detail work. That's what I'm really nervous about, is doing the detail work. Oop, there looks like there's a little bit of residue, a little bit of a white residue got on the brush. Kind of tricky. Psh, we literally got a professional over here. I am 100% not a professional. Can guarantee. 10 out of 10 would not recommend. I would say I'm average to slightly above average for the lot of, like, especially when it comes to painting. Now modeling, no, definitely you're dealing with a professional for sure. But painting, hand painting, I'm definitely a novice when it comes to that sort of stuff. I also got to get my so I 3D printed a Yub Nub hanging on a speeder, and I have like the base coats done on that. Maybe we'll do that one after this. If you guys remember from Return of the Jedi, when Yub Nub, they need like a distraction to get inside like the generators to take out the Death Star shield. He like hops on a speeder and like instantly does a Superman, because it goes like the speeder goes so fast and his body's so little. So I 3D printed that. I found that one on like Thingiverse, and I want to get back to painting it because it's, I would say maybe like 50 to 60% done. Yeah, some areas I didn't wait long enough because I can see little streaks of white coming through. But that's okay. This will just be like the base coats, and then I can always go over and add more as time goes on. But yeah, here you're kind of getting a little bit of the backpack going on right now that you guys can see. I appreciate you guys, all you guys hanging out with me and chit-chatting. I'm glad you guys are enjoying these streams and popping in and talking. I love just like nerding out with you guys and listening to some Star Wars tunes and just doing a whole bunch of nerdy stuff, man. Take a break from that, and I'm gonna do the backpack, and I'm gonna paint his the DC-17s. That's another problem I have. I move all around. Like, I'm trying to hit one spot and then be done, but I keep doing like I keep like moving around the model, because that's what I do when I'm sculpting. Is like I'm constantly like moving around and like trying to get all angles, so it's like everything develops kind of all at once. I'm glad his fingers are black too. He's got like gloves on, because that would be annoying to... What does he have? What are his like hand... Okay, his hand armor is red, so it's not white, so that'll be good if I actually get a little bit of black. I also got some Q-tips I can wipe the black off with. Are you gonna dry brush the backpack? Yeah, I think I'm gonna dry brush a lot of the stuff once I'm done. Like right now I get the base coats, then I'll probably go over it with a wet wash once I'm like done with painting the bases, just to get kind of like some grime and some dirt. I'll paint the rest of the details, do a wet wash again, and then like let it dry and finish it up with a dry brush. Again, that's probably not going to be on this stream, because like I'll probably just get like the base coats done, but for tonight, because we're already like 2 hours in, and I don't want this stream to be like insanely long. Go back to the jetpack a little bit. I guess I can paint his pauldron too. What is his... Okay, so his left side, all three of those are red, and then on the right side, so going this way, right? It's his right. I'm dyslexic, man. I got his left. No, it's his right. His right side, right? Yeah, because he's looking at me this way, so it'd be my left, but it'd be his right. Okay, so his right pauldron is red. and then the other one. So this one here is black. I think. Yeah. Okay. I'm tripping. Yeah, I just got his clips from the 2 episodes. Oh, okay, cool. Hey, that's dope. Yubnub for life. Yubnub for life indeed, man. Yubnub is our Lord and Savior, man. You guys heard the Yubnub song before they did the victory celebration? Yubnub. I'd play it, but it's gonna get copyright, and I don't want it to get copyright strike. Not that anything's like, when you're not monetized, like copyright doesn't really mean anything. I mean, yeah, they can take down your video if it's like they're being ultra buttholes about it, but most of the time people are pretty chill with that. There you go, because I'm gonna get this little corner right here. Oh. He said, I'll try spinning. That's a neat trick. Would you model a Thing head once the release of Fantastic Four trailer? What you mean for the Thing? Is that what you mean? Would you model a Thing head? I'm guessing you mean the Thing, because you were talking about that yesterday. Yeah, I could do that for you. That might be a cool video to make for the not for this channel, but for my PMP Creations channel. Yeah, we could totally talk about that, man. I feel like it wouldn't be too... It'd just be like mostly getting like the texture down right. Alright, I'm gonna move this here. I'm gonna move this here. No, I think he's talking about Fantastic Four. I actually haven't seen that movie, though, The Thing. I've heard it's really good, but I haven't, is it Kurt Russell, right? That's the main guy in it? I'm not super big into, like, horror, stuff, but, like, thrillers like that, like, that's different. Like, I'm okay with thrillers. I'm just not really into scary stuff. It's not really my vibe. But I know there's people who eat that stuff up. I used to paint 172 models and illustrations. Paint pauldrons blue, then dry red. So paint them blue first is what you're saying? What's the significance of like painting them blue first? Will it just like give it more of a pop? That's cool though. I didn't know you like used to paint models. That's pretty sick. Well, any knowledge you want to bestow upon me that you've learned through your trials and tribulations, definitely let me know. Because this is my first like actual like physical model, but never really painted anything like this detailed and tiny before. Let me get the other side of his hand. I forgot his like little thumb area. I guess I can paint this whole thing. This whole thing is his thumb. Oh my goodness, my Clone Wars thing's getting so... I need to like wipe it down. It's getting so gross looking. I gotta save it. That's what I eat my nuggies on, man. My dino nuggies. I think if I just wipe it with a towel, it'll be good. So we got the hand a little bit. You see that with the DC-17. Got the back, the first coat on the back painted. I'm gonna do his other blaster. I'm gonna wipe this down though, just so. Good thing with acrylics is if you just got enough like the alcohol wipes, pretty much everything comes off pretty quickly. Just gotta muscle it a little bit. Use the nail. Bro, you've never seen The Thing? That's a classic. I know. I've heard it's good. Like I said, I can do thrillers, man. I'm just not into scary stuff. Like, scary stuff's just not my vibe. But I know The Thing isn't scary. It's more of like a thriller, which I'm like totally okay with watching. But there's too many movies, man. Too much entertainment. It's hard to keep up with everything. Let's see. Best movie, question mark? Are you saying The Thing's the best movie, or are you asking what my best movie is? Like what I think the best movie is? You like horror movies, Sarah, to a certain extent? Yeah, I don't know. I can do, again, like kind of more thrillers, but horror stuff, it's not my thing. Like, I really like The Shining and stuff like that, but that's not really, to me, that's not scary. That's like, just like, suspenseful, I guess. But stuff like The Hills Have Eyes and things like that, The Conjuring, nah, it's a no for me, dog. I will say there was one that I really liked. I can't remember. It was like Cabin in the Woods or whatever, but that was more like, I feel like that was more like, I don't even know, like sci-fi or something like that. Maybe not sci-fi, like sci-fi horror. But I thought it was cool that like they, basically it was like a sacrificial, spoilers if you haven't seen it, but it's like a sacrificial thing where they have like all these like different creatures and monsters and stuff, and people vote. It's like a reality show almost. They make it into a reality show. And I don't know. I always thought it was funny. And it was cool seeing all the creature designs and stuff like that, and everything's like breaking out at the end and stuff, so. I definitely mean The Thing from Fantastic Four, haha. Although the movie does rock. Keith David in it in the prosthetics effects are pretty crazy. Oh, Keith David is in it? I didn't know that. That's cool. Yeah, wasn't it like made in like the early 90s or 80s or something like that? It's an older movie, right? Oh, dude, painting this blaster is going to be annoying. I gotta like do it like through the... Sorry, I know you guys probably can't... Here. I'm trying to get it to where you can see it better there. There you go. You can kind of see it there. Such an awkward angle. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get this. Is this Jabba's palace again? Yeah. I'm really trying to stay off the white areas as much as possible, because I think model paint will do better, but like, or be better, but like trying to get this like black to cover through. That's why I didn't really want to do like the Umbra Trooper would have been sick. But trying to paint the yellow on top of black is just so freaking annoying, man. I didn't really feel like masking everything off. I might do that for like his little face things. I don't think I'm going to try to like wing that, but... Ulu wing, these little indentions, man. Alright, what else is black on his... The pauldrons in the front are, okay. Or honestly, would those look... I mean, I guess they are black and like most of the, like, everything, so I probably should paint them black. I was gonna say, like, maybe I could paint them like dark gray, but I feel like they're always black. That's what everybody was complaining about in Ahsoka, because Rex had like freaking like not pauldrons, like the pack. This front pack was like super long. Here, let me. Oh, dang, I actually got that pretty good. That's pretty good. That's the biggest piece of dog shit. I mean, it's alright. Guessing that meme? They're like rating something and then they just do all the different people saying like random shit. With The Rock going like, it's the biggest piece of dog shit I've ever seen. Get another little baby brush. Get that there little baby brush. I think this is Victory Celebration. No, this is Vader's funeral. Hey Max, working on another Tanjiro drawing. Just gotta color him in. Oh yeah, definitely share that when you're done. That's cool. Did you ever finish that other one you were working on? I know you were saying something about like just like struggling with like finishing like his eyes. Not to call you out on stream, but I know that's what you were saying. Oh, there's Victory Celebration. Yeah, definitely one of my favorite Star Wars tunes. I think it's got to be Victory Celebration or Binary Sunsets for my favorite Star Wars song. Ooh, that's looking good. Got his little pauldron going right there. LOL, you're not calling me out. The eyes are the hardest part. I know, I struggle with doing eyes so much. I always love those memes where just like people are struggling with the eyes, so they draw like 50 different style of eyes. Like they'll draw like Tanjiro, and then they'll give him like Goku eyes. So they'll give him like One Piece eye or something like that from like one of the characters. I'm like, it's true, man. Stuff's super tough. Show me the one whose safety deemed so much destruction. Alright, so his little, like, belt thing is dark gray. His holster's gray, too? That's weird. I thought his holster was black. I guess not. This is the way. Alright, see if I can get this little tiny crevice of, like, black on his elbow. Ugh. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go back and re-hit some of this with the white. See if I can wipe it. I have solution. I have solution. Alright, let's... Oh shit, am I touching the... I felt something sticky. Did I just touch a pauldron? I don't know. Nice, let's go. good thing about acrylics, man. You can just like lightly wipe it off. Alright, it's not perfect, but I can go back in with some white and really get those corners. Did you show me the one that you managed to finish? That one, I don't remember seeing it. You'll have to send it to me again. It's totally feasible that you did send it to me, and I'm just a big old dingus that didn't realize it, but... Alright, so I'm going to paint his neck now. Because now that I said that you didn't send it to me, I kind of remember you did send it to me, but I can't. I don't know what to think anymore. My brain is just one big pile of mush. I'm telling you, man, moving takes it out of you. I feel like I've been like extra special lately. With just like my memory going in and out. Oh, you don't think you did? Okay. See, like, that's what I'm saying. I feel like you did, but I can't remember. So, but yeah, you have to show both, honestly. I don't really like this one for the pauldron. We got, that's too big. Here we go. Here's like an intermediate size. What are the buttons on his... Huh. Maybe Galactic Armory added those in. Because, like, he doesn't have... So here, on this one, right underneath the pauldron, or not, the pauldron, he has, like, buttons on his, like, chest piece for some reason. And I'm, like, looking at the Clone Wars figures. Maybe there's, like, a variant of clone that does... Or, like, Arc or Trooper that does have that. But he doesn't have that in any of the other images. So maybe I'll just paint those gray. Because his chest piece is just supposed to be like straight up gray. Victory Celebration, Binary Sunset, Across the Stars are top tier for me. Also Yoda's theme. Yeah, I mean, John Williams is just goated, man. I don't think you can really pick... Like, I'm not really a huge fan of the sequels, but even, like, Rey's theme is, like, really freaking nice. Kylo Ren's theme's not bad either. Like, I don't know, you just can't go wrong with John Williams, man. He's just the GOAT. This is the way. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave his two holsters. Those will be dark gray, kind of like his. Well, I don't know. They need to be. I'm trying to like look at all his images. Because in some of the images, his holsters look darker than his like gray on his armor. Here, I'll show you guys. Let me flip back over to, like, see, like in some of these images, like here, on this one. I don't know if you guys can see my mouse. Hopefully you can. But his holster is like a dark gray compared to that. It's like a lighter gray, but it's not as dark as his like his ammo pouch that's on this side, or for instance, like here. And you can't really see him because this is the front one that's kind of like a khaki or a brown. You kind of get it a little bit here. I don't know. I might just leave those and not paint those at the moment because I'm not sure. Because yeah, this one clips off. You just see both of his blasters. Oh well. Yeah, we will do that another time. Let's get back into painting. All this is going to be white. Oh, his little cover on his foot though is gray. Yeah, sir, I'll look at those off stream. Because I know I just saw you post them in the Discord. That's honestly another thing I'm pretty excited about doing. I think I'm going to save the Discord for like members and doing like members. Like you won't need to be like, you don't need to pay like a whole bunch. Like I don't want to make it like super exclusive, but I don't know, maybe I'll do like $1 or like 99 cents or whatever and you get instant access. You have to pay something so we just don't get a lot of trolls in the Discord. But I would love to have more people in the Discord chatting and hanging out, so we will definitely be doing that once we hit 1,000 subaroonies. Oh, Maple is attacking the cat. She's just going ape shit. Yeah, I'm trying to bridge the gap between Maple and the cat and make them to where they can live together, but she has not warmed up to the cat yet. Alright, I said this again. Let's go here. Okay, so this pauldron's the red one. And the other one's just solid black, right? There's no... Yeah, okay. Just gonna go ahead, and if I make a grave mistake with it, we're just gonna rock with it, you know? Yeah, see, like, this is a banger, man. Like, John Williams, you just can't go wrong. Like, can't go wrong with him, man. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get off here soon, though. I need to go get some food in my stomach. Getting the grumblies a little bit, but no, this was good. We got the base coat. We got a lot of the pauldrons done, and his hands. And let's see, trying to get this to where actually you guys can see it. But yeah, got a lot of good base going. I'd say introduce some orange on the base and paint the orange glow on most of the front. I'm not sure what you mean by... Are you just saying like go with like vibrant? Like why would I do... Or like that's another thing with like the pauldron I was a little confused about when you said paint it blue then red. Like what's the... What would be the significance of me like painting it, like giving it like... There's like a light? Hey, appreciate you, man, for subbing. Get shown on screen. But yeah, I'm just a little confused on that. Like, are you just saying like maybe it's like a orange glow from like the battle or like a fire and add like something like that? Is that what you're saying? Like add like highlight? But yeah, man, welcome to the I didn't mean to glaze over that. Welcome to the den. I appreciate you. Appreciate you subbing. We got to do a lot of cool stuff here. A lot of cool watch parties, roundtables, unboxing. The motto is I do a little bit of everything Star Wars. That's the... As long as it has to do with Star Wars, I'm in. Unless it's gaming, and then I do a lot of different gaming. I stream a lot of different stuff for the gaming. Ooh, getting his, like, backpack, like, I don't know if you guys can see that. Like, there's, like, a little crevice, like, right here in his backpack. That's gonna be tough. I'm gonna have to get a really thin brush for that. Hey, Sam, man, appreciate you. I didn't know you were still in here. Appreciate you hanging out with us. You've been in here for a minute, man. Yeah, we'll definitely do more of these because you guys seem to really like them, and I enjoy doing them too. So it seems like it's a win-win. Yeah, I know you guys probably want to see this like finished all the way through too, so that'll be nice. Oh my goodness, I keep painting though. I need to like leave his pauldron alone. I keep pulling paint. You get. I just want it to all be black, and then I keep smearing it. Oh my goodness, how do I get it through the... Yeah, sorry, this might not be the most riveting thing to see, because I'm trying to get, like, the inner part of his hand, like, through his crotch area. It'll be nice too. It'll give some time for this to dry. I see some spots on the helmet that I wanna just like sand just a little bit. So I'll get that all painted up and done up for next time. Yeah, getting these little crevices are kind of tough. Ah, I touched the bottom. Dang it! Touched the bottom of his like little part of his helmet. Let's see if I can get it maybe with a. No. Well, I'll let that dry. I got like it's gonna be hard to see. I got a little part of like his underneath part of his helmet, like right here. You can kind of see it. I tipped it a little bit. Yep, have highlights painted as if there's no light. Okay, okay. That could actually be kind of fun. Well, because like there's a... Let me actually... You know what I might do is I might actually do red instead of yellow. Doing like a brighter red, because when Ventress kills him... when Ventress kills him, there's like a red kind of like a ambient light on him. From like the facility like shutting down. Here, let me... Yeah, you can kind of see it here and here. He kind of has like the red glow of the lightsaber, and it's all red. So maybe I'll do like kind of like a red-orange, and give him some... See how he has like the highlight here on like the top of his bald cap and stuff. So yeah, we'll maybe do that. That'll be kind of cool. I'm right there with you. I'm hanging out, nerding out with Star Wars stuff and the Star Wars beats going on. I'm all here for it. Hey, my dude, man. You are definitely one of my people. That's for sure. I appreciate you rocking with us, man. I will say, I think that's one of the things that people really overlook, like when they're starting YouTube, is like they want to be so big. They want to be like the next like PewDiePie, or like the next like Star Wars Theory or something like that. And those guys, their chats are going so freaking quick because there's just so many. Like they have like, you know, anywhere from like thousands to like, you know, hundreds of thousands of people, and they're like their lives and stuff like that. Like it's so much easier to connect when it's just like I'm gonna be real, like I wouldn't have been able to like talk with all you guys. Like I'm dyslexic, my freaking chat's slow and all that stuff, so it really helps me with reading it. So I can connect with you guys so much better is what I'm trying to say. Like I feel like people, when they start off YouTube, they just want to be famous and they just want to blow up and do all this stuff, and you got to appreciate these like little moments, because you can't like connect with everybody all the freaking time, especially when you're bigger. Have fun. May the Force be with you. May the Force be with you too, my dude. Appreciate you stopping in and hanging out. I'm also about to probably get off. I'm just trying to do these last little bits, and then we'll call it, because what time is it right now? It's like 8:45. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some dinner. My stomach, that's like the 8th time my stomach's grumbled. It's like, dude, stop the stream. I'm trying to eat. Oh, we can't stop. We can't end on this banger, man. Freaking Duel of the Fates lo-fi. Let's go. Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, I'll definitely have to watch some videos on like how to add highlights properly, because I feel like that could really mess up this piece. With me being a novice and not really doing any of that sort of stuff beforehand. I don't know, I feel like that's might be a good stopping point, right? About 2 hours and 40 minutes in. Here, let me... Make sure it's not super... Hopefully that's not super blurry for you guys. It's kind of hard for me to tell because I got my like ring light like right in front of my face, so and stuff. But yeah, this doesn't look like we got much done within the 3-hour time frame. But painting the base and then really try not to get black like everywhere. I got it in some spots, but I think this is kind of where we're gonna end it for tonight. And then we'll do unless I find some free time, it's probably gonna be this upcoming weekend, because this weekend's pretty busy for me with all the stuff that I have going. But yeah, I'm excited to keep working on them and keep going, because we're gonna make like the base, like this is gonna be like silver and stuff like that, and then once all this is painted, and I don't know what I want to paint the base. Maybe I'll paint it like just a solid color, just so it doesn't take away from the figure. But yeah, not too bad. Appreciate you, Sarah. Looks sick. Love it. Appreciate the support. But yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do for tonight. Thank you guys for watching and hanging out with me. Prosthetic Head, I don't know if you're still in here, man, but appreciate you subbing and hanging out. And if you guys do like this stuff and want to see more, definitely make sure to like and subscribe. Doing a whole bunch of, like I said, I do a little bit of everything, man. Painting figures, unboxing videos, freaking reaction videos, video games. So there's definitely tons of entertainment to be had, and if you just want to hang out and kick it and be nerds, man, that's what the den's about. It's just a safe place to just be a nerd, man. Just have fun. But again, thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great weekend, and may the force be with you.